But I want to get a little bit more personal. Episode 6. I heard the story behind episode 6, and I'm ready for it because I had an up and down with my father. He passed in 2017. Before I had a chance to say goodbye to him.
Sorry.
But I heard your story around filming episode 6, and I got goosebumps. Can you tell them that story?
Yeah. So episode 6 comes out this Friday. Um, yeah. So my father, Marion Henry Jr., and I, like I said, it was very estranged. And this show went on hiatus because there was a strike that happened. The writer's strike and the actor strike happened in May. And I made it a point to stay in Philly. I didn't want to leave. I didn't want to disconnect with Philly. As an EP, I wanted to be on the ground for my crew. I just wanted to be there. And at that point, I thought it was like, oh, maybe a month. And then a month turned into 3 months, and then 3 months turned into 5. And I remember I had been doing extensive therapy. Everyone go to therapy.
That's part of my week is therapy.
I'm sorry, and I know, and if you don't know how to get it, keep talking to people till you find it, because therapy is very important. It just is, and so I've been working with my amazing therapist, trying to unpack my daddy shit because I didn't want to be this angry black man walking around trying to figure out how to be a black man. I just wanted to. There's stuff, and all these men that I was playing in my career, I didn't really know how to unburden myself of them because all these men and their trauma I was carrying, like from Alfred to James to Lemon, even I was just carrying all of their stuff, and I've been working extensively, and I really wanted to figure out how to find this common ground with how to unburden myself with the pain and rejection I was feeling from my dad. And so my father had, how do I say this? It's safe here. I can tell you guys this. My father was angry. I didn't turn out to be the son he wanted. I didn't turn out to do the things he wanted. He just didn't. He there was a thing. There was just a thing,
Yeah,
man. There
which
was
is
a thing,
surprising.
and I wasn't afraid of my. I would. We fought every day. I was like, I'm not gonna back down. This is like, I love you, like whatever. So flash to Thanksgiving, and we have been given the green light to come back. And episode 6 is a standoff between Ray and his dad, played brilliantly by Ving
Oh
Rhames,
my God,
who
incredible,
couldn't be
incredible.
more like my dad if you built him. I was like,
Yeah,
this is my father. Like, I
yeah.
was like, okay. And so Thanksgiving comes around, and you can and we hadn't gone back to filming yet, but episode 6 is really a showdown between Ray and his dad. And it's Thanksgiving, and I get a call from my sister, and she's like, "Are you alone?" I'm like, "No, I've got two friends here." And she was like, "Your dad's gone." And I was like, and I just remember standing there because I was like, "This is a day I've been waiting for a long time. Like I've been prepared for this for a long time, but nothing really prepares for it when you hear it. He keeps doing this stuff. Sorry if lights start flashing and things
That
like that.
happened
Is
in the
my
other room, you
parents.
guys. He was talking about his dad, and a light flickered.
It's happening.
Wow.
So my father passed. I'm the only child he raised. I knew that I had to take care of it. I had to go down back to Fayetteville, North Carolina, where I had not been in almost a decade. And what's crazy is that when I went into this house that I was born and raised in, literally where I learned how to walk, learned how to read, lost my first tooth, first Christmas, which is where he passed. My father wasn't very present in all these things that were going on in my life. He was never with me at my awards. He never came to see my plays. But when I walked in this house, it was a shrine to me. So there were all these photos of every milestone in my life, like a picture of me on the red carpet from the Oscars, a picture of me at the Emmys, a picture of me as Paperboy. He had a picture of my Happy Meal toy when I was a Marvel superhero, and I just stood there and was like, well, okay, okay, because this is how he left it. There was no way to find resolve, but I also stood there and was like, well, who am I now? Like, I was always the guy who was mad at his dad. I was always the guy that was like, my father never came to anything. I was always the guy that was like, fuck that nigga, I don't care. Like, and now I'm standing here in this place. Anyway, my mother died on Mother's Day. My father died on Thanksgiving. my in Atlanta allowed me to do an episode about my mother, and then I go back to Dope Thief, where I'm now doing this episode
And that was already
about. It was
planned.
already
It was
planned, but
already
the thing
planned,
is if
y'all.
we had not gone on strike, that episode would have already been filmed, and it would have already been filmed. So coming back from that, I just had to believe that spiritually I was supposed to do. It was just supposed to happen. It was supposed to happen. So all that to say, I've been very blessed. Like God, I've been so blessed to be able to do what I'm doing because I feel like the universe never gives me more than I can handle. I feel like I've been placed in all the characters and roles and places that I'm supposed to be. I always feel like these men chose me. I always feel like I'm just merely a channel. But that was another thing that I wanted to make sure you guys saw because like I didn't want to. Somebody needed to know that. Somebody needed to feel that. I never try to shy away from what's going on personally with me when I'm doing these things, but that was the connection, and so like it I don't know, like I'm very grateful,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I'm very honored to be able to play characters like Ray,
yeah.
but you know what do you do? Like life, it just teaches you to push forward to know that you're anointed sometimes too, because it is an anointing at the same time. But it gave me a place to release because like now I'm standing in my own, and I'm like, well, who am I now without it?
Yeah.
And it's I don't know. I'm very there's a lot of gratitude. So
Yeah, yeah.